Welcome back to the channel today. Once again with the boy Champ. And Champ, we just had about a 10-minute conversation about sensitivity, and you told me tell the stream what sensitivity you're on, just so they know. In this video, three sensitivity. Absolutely movement demon in the lobby right now. We're gonna be going through now, like we kind of said. You wanted to try out. Somebody suggested it, a YouTuber. Look, the advantage you have is centering. For me, the disadvantage you have far outweighs it. Your shot may be more accurate, but as soon as you play good plays with good movement, they're simply going to run across your screen. It'll be very hard to track them. Okay, so like I mentioned, I think 6.6 is a very good sensitivity, but let's break it down and see what we're working with. Okay, so as you go through, you're going through the middle. First of all, bonus points for me. You're chucking your grenade, you're chucking your equipment. I love to see that. As you go through, okay, it's 2 people here, so you're going through. Great side cancel. You spot one. Let's see what you can do. So immediately off the break here, as you're going through, let's just kind of take a look at the mini map. So what you're having is you're basically a red dot on the screen now, okay? So as you're getting these shots off, you have to remember that nobody really cleared the left. So there's a chance that somebody could be there. So just sometimes check it for a second, just in case someone's there, okay? So right now, a little bit of tunnel vision. I think that's fair to say you got a little bit of tunnel vision. You go through to middle and you end up getting killed, okay? So throughout the video, if there's any time you want to stop me, feel free to stop me, okay?
All right.
So now, straight away, we got our first spawn flip. So what's happened now is there's 2 main spawns. So you have spawn number 1, it's over there. You have spawn number 2. You guys started off on the blue side. What happened is you guys died, and now you ended up on the red side. So if we go through, where are my team? My team are still positioned like this. Okay, so where are my team? My team are still kind of positioned through middle. But what happened is I, in this case you, have ended up spawning behind them, okay? So we haven't got any kills here. So this is where kill feed is very important. We got 1 kill. That 1 kill means, okay, they have 1 player spawning up. We spawned there. That means their 1 player is now probably going to spawn behind my team. Okay, so they have 3 people that we don't know where they are. So we're just going to assume. We're just going to assume right now that they're over there. Why? Because somebody must have flipped it and our team is all around here. So that's what we're going to assume. So as we go through, we're now on the assumption that our team's there. So we actually have the ability to flank them. So right now you're going through, and this is where aggressive play is pretty good because you're behind them. 2 people go down. There's a 3rd in front of you. Good play. The 4th's right there. Okay. So one thing, what's your FOV, by the way?
It's on 120.
Okay. So again, in this kind of lobby, bro, 120 FOV is, it looks more cracked than it is. For multiplayer, the problem you have again, so you're playing in these like silver gold lobbies right now, right? Which is fine. And when you're a good player in these lobbies, you kind of dominate with that FOV in that sense, okay? But if you play 3 cents, 120 FOV in like Crimson, you'll get fried. Because what happens is, or even Diamond, because what happens is when they slide cancel, their movement looks even more insane. So we just had a mechanic session, right? Like you said, my movement was pretty good there. So like, for example, if I slide past you, not only is it harder because you're on 3 cents, but because you're on 120 FOV as well, I look even more cracked, okay? So I highly recommend kind of tweaking your settings a little bit. I think that they could kind of limit your potential. Right now, it might not affect you, but as you get to higher lobbies, I think it will. So it's up to you if you want to do that. My recommendation is go about 103, 105 FOV. I personally play 97, and then go to about 6.6 sensitivity, okay? It might not cost you now, but it will later. Great read of the spawns, really good stuff there. So you get 1 kill. Immediately, as soon as you get that kill, what should we be doing here? So as soon as you get this kill, we should be watching the right, or they're going to come behind you. So what you did right now is a really good job, is you cut the lanes, okay? So you're standing here, you're expecting the red team to come through here. So if they're coming through there, there might be 1, maybe more than 1 person, okay? So that's the first thing you have to watch out for. So in this situation, as soon as you get the first kill, I want to see you jump out of the way, reposition, and be ready for the second. If no one's there, then you can shift your attention to these stairs, okay? Or do what you want. At this position, you have the freedom to be a bit more kind of annoying to play against. So let's see what you do. So great kill. As you go through, again, like I said, that was good movement from you, kind of repositioning, great stuff, okay? So really good play from you. 20 seconds left here. In this situation, one thing I would say differently is you have 2 teammates watching the front of the hill, okay? You see how you have a teammate right there? Talk to me through this. Do you think you're in a good spot here?
Right there, I thought I was in a good spot because I was waiting for him to come up the left side alley, but they ended up coming through the right side.
Okay, cool. So
right behind me.
I think you're in an okay spot. It's not a bad spot, but I'm going to explain why this isn't the optimal spot, okay? Right now, this is your current setup. So you know that the red team are going through. You killed 1 player, so he spawns there. You saw 1 player on the left, so he's around there. So there's 2 players we don't know where they are. I think one might be through middle and maybe one more through the left, okay? But we don't know, we're just guessing. Now, right now, the only issue I have is you see how you're sitting here, you're kind of reinforcing your teammates, but they have that anyways. Like right now, I don't think you're very useful because for them to go through the hill, they have to go through the front door where your teammate is on a head glitch. So if he dies, maybe then you can turn around. There isn't really a chance of this player walking in and frying him without you realizing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, for me, I think you can be a little bit more impactful, trusting your teammate, because if he dies, you will know about it. So for now, just turning around and simply watching middle, for me, will be a bit more impactful. Because right now, can you see, if I ask you if they're coming through middle, what would you say?
I don't know.
And that's perfect.
I wouldn't know because I'm not watching it.
And that's the answer. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. That's fine. But we need to get that information because that's crucial information. They could be coming through here. So instead of standing there, I would prefer you watching that area. So just a small tweak. You see the difference? And now you're watching this whole middle cut. You have a lot more information. And then after, if your teammates start to rotate left, you can simply also start to rotate left. So you shift as a team. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Perfect.
Moving
now,
as a unit.
Exactly. So right now that player, you should have been pre-aiming him, maybe get that kill. Let's play it out and see what happens. So you're holding it, you're holding it, you're holding it. So just like I said, you're not really going to get involved in these gunfights. So this 5 seconds here was a little bit wasted. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to reduce that wasted time. Because against those higher lobbies, that's where timing is crucial. So you jump out here against a better team. Again, he probably kills you. So you should have been a little bit more kind of pre-aiming him from inside. So you go through good movement though, great movement, getting that kill. Now you're going across, okay? So far you've not done anything wrong. We just want to tune it a little bit to be a bit faster. Good plays. Let's see what you do. So the player underneath you. So again, you've got this situation, and this is where the 3-3 starts to come in because you're a little bit slow here. I think overall you're doing a really good job. We just got to up the pacing a little bit. So right now, one thing you do have is the equipment, okay? So as you're going through right now, one thing I would have loved for you to do is chuck that equipment in that back alley. That's the only difference. Otherwise, good play from you. You jump up top, you spot one. I would have said just jump and straight away get him, but that's okay. You go through and now you're getting shot from another player, okay? So again, you're going through. In this lobby, one thing I have to say is, well, I think you're better than the players. So some of the gunfights you might get away with, I simply think you're out-talenting them. So we want to make sure that you're kind of dominating this lobby so you can get to the next one, okay? Because you peaked at like platinum before. So this is a silver lobby. I know it's a new season and stuff. There's some gold players and platinums, but overall, I still want to see you kind of take over these lobbies. So good play from you going through middle. Really good play. Great equipment. Good stuff here. So far, really good stuff. You go through with one. And just a slight positional error here. Would you agree with this? A little positional error here?
Yeah.
Yeah? So everything was perfect here.
Over to the right.
Exactly. Exactly. So right now, one thing I want to say, just chuck a stun as well with your nade. Slow them down. And simply watch his head glitch. So instead of kind of running and being impatient, you could have stood in this head glitch on your right, and that's a free 2-piece, okay? So just a little different change there, because now you're out of position, you get traded. Slightly different play there, but the good thing is you read the play well. You read the play really well. You just messed up slightly there. Just play the head glitch, be a little bit slower, okay? Good stuff, you're going through. Okay, this is where the kill feed is very important. 2 people are down. Your teammate has middle, okay. In this situation, watch the left, perfect. I like this play. You don't need to worry about the hill right now. You can get middle again. Okay, perfect. Watch your left. And this is where your equipment, once again, can be your friend, okay? As soon as you get this kill, you see you're worried about this area here. You're worried about it, right? Chuck a stun and then go to the left. You see it right there? Just chuck a stun and then go left. Just a small difference once again. You're going through. Even the way you're slide cancelling, just as a slight improvement. This is good, by the way. But can you notice how you're slide cancelling looking forward and then you're looking right? So let me show you what I mean. So right now, we both know that you're going to check this right, okay? So as you're slide cancelling, I want to see your crosshair turn right as well. Because we're trying to center towards it. Exactly. So remember what we went through in the private game with the double jump? Same thing. So right now, you want to slide cancel. So right now, you should be looking right already. Because imagine he was standing there. He then kills you. So just as you come around the corner, be a little bit smoother with your slide cancel. Slide cancel and look right together. Just a little bit smoother. Because now he would have killed you. You go through. We don't want to push up too far. We don't want to push up too far. Because remember, they could have caught a timing here. They could have got through. So now you're backing away. Just be a little bit careful. And then that's the problem. So when you push up too far and then you turn your back against a spawn, you're always going to get these bad timings. So in this situation, just play passive next time. You don't need to rush it. And now, again, you know they could be behind you because you pre-aimed it, chuck a stun, chuck a grenade. So you get caught out of that timing, okay? And now you kind of panic, you run back to the spawn, and now you're fully retreating. So you could have simply just stayed where you were. You were in a good spot there. Again, you have 3 areas to watch. Use your equipment. Don't be afraid to use your equipment. I have to be honest, a lot of these fights, they're kind of running at you. And I feel like I'm confident you're going to win these fights. So against better teams, that's what we need to be worried about, okay? So right there, okay play, but you took a little bit too long and then you got trapped and then you spawned out. So 10 seconds ago, you had the spawns and now you get spawned out. So what we want to do is be a little bit more, this is where things went wrong. Right now, see you pushed out and then ran back and then gave up this whole area. I just want you to be a little bit more patient. There's been a few times there when you got to a really good spot, but you weren't patient enough. So one thing you're constantly doing is if you don't see anyone, you're thinking, I'm in the wrong spot, I need to run away. But sometimes you're just early, especially in this type of lobby where people aren't as good as you, they're rotating later. So you early rotating, just wait 5 or 10 seconds and trust your decision making. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah, because right now what you're doing is you're being too fast in a good way. Like you're playing fast paced, you're playing like a platinum, but because they're lower level, they're taking longer. So you'll end up overthinking it and then out rotating yourself and getting caught out. So keep your decision making as it is, just be a little bit smarter. Great 3-piece, good stuff there. Again, right now you know they're coming through the front. So this is where I want to see you pop off. You're watching through middle. Okay. Again, this is where you're like, okay, I know where they're coming from, but you knew where they're coming from. They're all going to come through this front door. They're spawning at the back there. Okay. So in this situation, I didn't
know they were going to spawn right there.
So they're still spawning.
I just knew like,
yeah, well, you know there's spawns ahead though, right? Because you pre-aimed it earlier. So in this situation, they're not able to fully commit this side yet because you just killed 3 of them. So realistically, again, this is why kill feed is so important. So you just kill 3 people, they're going to spawn here, okay? So 3 people are going to spawn here. So all you need to do is stand in between either this area here or this area here. Your job right now is to stop them from coming through this door and coming through this door here. Just be annoying to play against, okay? So even if you were to stand maybe prone here and kind of watch both angles and be annoying, that would have been fine. But what you did is, look, as soon as you didn't see anyone, by the way, look at this. You got a 3-piece and your teammate got 1. What does that mean? All 4 of them are dead. So all 4 of them are going to be coming through in about 10 to 15 seconds. But look what you do here. So you see, you pre-aim it. You don't see anyone. Immediately you start panicking. Look, immediately you back away. You back away, go to the far right. But now look, instead of being here watching middle where they could have come through, you immediately backed away when you just had to wait for 5 more seconds because you just killed them all. So instantly you backed away. Okay?
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Just have more patience. Yeah.
Exactly, because you know what you're doing? You're getting up in the right positions every single time. Look, you right there, you wrapped all the way around and you still caught him. But again, you're just giving timings right now. And right now, if I said, where are they? You have no idea. You're kind of hoping again. So we don't want to rely on these timings. Just, you're in a good position, but I think you're not thinking about, you're doing these things naturally, which is really good, but you're not thinking about why they're not there yet. And a lot of the times it just comes down to their spawn. Like you just got a 3-piece, so they can't be rotating already. Give them a second, okay? Right now, same position. You're in a scenario where you guys just got a 3-piece. You guys have the hill. One thing I want to see you do now is gain map control. So now you're standing there, okay? You have a teammate there and a teammate there. This should be your second line of defense. This should be your backup defense, but instead it's your primary defense. So right now, as soon as you get the kills, you should be pushing out. You should be saying, okay, I'm going to be standing there. I'm going to be going inside there. I'm going to be going up here. I'm going to be annoying to play against. Instead, you're playing back here. You see the difference? I would rather play against, if I'm the blue team, I would rather play against this setup on the left, like this setup here, than this setup here. Imagine this setup as a different setup. This is so annoying to play against because as I spawn up now, you're at the window. As I go through middle, there's an AR right there. There's an AR on the floor. You see what I mean? Really annoying to play against, okay? So right now, look, you're backing away. You're playing way too passive. Way too passive. Now, if I pause it, look at your team setup. Your team setup is like this. Very, very reserved. Very reserved. Not enough map control. We want to see a lot more map control. Because look, you see you're getting kills, but you're giving the map control. Again, in this lobby, not a problem. Against better players, that's where it becomes an issue. Okay? So we want to see a little bit more rotation, a little bit faster. Going through, again, like, I'm not seeing an issue with your gun skill here, but I do think that this isn't a fair lobby because I think you're a lot better. So I just think you're going to outgun them anyways, okay? But good movement from you. Again, when you go on 6-6, it'll be a little bit cleaner, it'll be a bit faster, and I think you'll be good to go. Right now, perfect example. So where do you think they're coming from right now? Talk to me. Where would you say they're coming from? What side?
The left side. I think they're spawning like
100% right. Your game awareness is really good. But in game, I want to see you really act on it and punish them, okay? So right now, you think they're coming through the left side. You're absolutely perfectly right there. So what you need to be doing is being annoying, going in a corner or staying behind this head glitch, like looking at the left side and stopping them. Like just watch something to stop them. But instead, look what you're doing. You're worried about the hill with your teammates. Your teammates have that hill. Like let them have it. Don't worry about them, okay? And look what you're doing here. Like, look, you're kind of watching the same angle. And right there, your teammates have that. You right now should be worried about cutting the lanes. Focus on the other three, not this one player. There you go. So again, what you're doing now is fine. We want to be a little bit faster. So right now you're sitting there. You're pre-aiming the hill, but they haven't even crossed yet. So right now you should be watching your right, watching the left. Let's see what you do here. So again, you see how that guy gets through? Your job should be to stop him from getting there. So I think a better spot would have been behind this head glitch, stopping them from even getting there. Good kill. Now watch your left. Good stuff. So again, you're cutting the lanes really well there, but we could just make it a little bit cleaner for those better players. But really good stuff there. That's 3 down. Let's see what you do now. 20 seconds. So there you go. Good stuff. You might push out a little bit far and... Oh, he's shooting his body. What the hell? Why'd you look at his face like that? Were you gonna fuck him up?
I thought he was gonna kill me. That's why.
No. When he died, you looked at his body like you were gonna fuck him up. Let's go for a VAR check. No. You were like, don't you ever come back there. Oh, okay. So you wanted to make sure he was dead. You were like, yo, let me make sure. Okay. I like that. I like that of you. Look at that. You were like, yo, listen, don't ever do that again, bro. I like that from you. That was good shit. So again, you're kind of in their face a little bit. I don't mind it. I don't think you need to be that pushed up, but hey, fair play. Now you spawn out. Okay, let's rotate to middle here. I'm assuming you win this game.
Yeah, we had won that game. I can't lie, that was a pretty easy game.
Yeah, so normally that's why I said in the VODs, try to get a harder game. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have put a game where we lost.
Yeah, just because it's fair for you. But I mean, we still went through quite a lot. But yeah, again, like in this lobby, like I'm gonna be completely honest with you, you're just better than them. So even right now, like mechanically, I think this wasn't the best. It worked out because you're better than them. Like right now, as you're sliding through, look at your crosshair. Look at your crosshair. Like that player should be ready for you. The player running in now should be ready for you. But because he's not, you're able to get the kill. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not bad, but just sometimes you get rewarded in these type of lobbies. So make sure you're not losing your fundamentals. Let's keep playing it through. I'm just gonna get a quick ball. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, again, right now you're doing a good job of like cutting the lanes, and you're keeping them trapped there, which is good. But yeah, you kind of fried them this lobby, bro. So it's hard to. There wasn't a lot of issues in terms of this specific lobby, but let's keep going through. Rotating. Okay, going for a cruise. Same thing. I mean, I think most of your issues we kind of addressed. Cam, did you really just give me a lobby of you 100-point clubbing them? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam, I thought we were going to get a loss, bro.
No, I told you we won.
Yeah, no, but I said before, let's get a close game. Let's get a close game going.
Yeah.
Now, I said before for the VOD, yeah.
No, the game just before that, I had lost.
Oh my god, you're trolling me, bro. You should have given me a loss. Yeah, honestly though, bro, I mean, it's hard to say anything you did bad gun skill wise because you won them. I still think you could be cleaner on your gun skill, a bit more faster and cleaner. But again, in this lobby, you did your thing, bro. One thing I would say as well is try not to get into bad habits, because in this lobby, for example, you just absolutely dominated them. But keep those good habits up, because as you progress through the lobbies, it's going to be harder to just adapt. So you want to make sure you're playing consistently well and stuff like that, okay?
All right.
Perfect,
man.
What
would you say the overall weakness would be for that type of play style, or just like how I was playing?
I think your game awareness is actually good. Again, one thing I would say is I know that the sensitivity you're going to change, but I could just see it definitely. Yeah, because it definitely can be a weakness, because like right now, if you go up against a diamond or a crimson, they're going to jump over your head. You're not going to be able to track them. So one thing I would say is that. The other thing I would say is trust your instincts a bit more and work on your timing. I think your timing is a key issue. Like, you got yourself in such good positions, but then because they weren't in front of you, you're running away. And to be honest, I sometimes struggle with that as well. Okay, sometimes you get yourself in a good position, but I want you to start judging your timing and saying, right, I'm actually early. They haven't got here yet. That means I'm playing it well. It's not a problem. And I think what you were doing is you're like, oh, they're not here. They must have already rotated. But logically, if you just got 3 people, they're not going to be there yet, right? So reading the mini map a little bit more to just judge your timings. Otherwise, I think it was pretty good. I think it was pretty good. If you can get me like a 6-6 sensitivity gameplay and show me like a game where you maybe lose, we can go through a few more differences. Because to be honest, bro, when you're winning by 200 points, it's hard to really criticize. But overall, I think it was a good play, man. I think it was a good play from you. You got your kills. You did your timing well. Again, one thing I would say as well is when you're using your minimap, try to leverage it a bit more. So if your teammates are, for example, watching a lane, trust them a little bit more. Watch a different lane. Be more valuable. Okay? And if they die, you can always quickly turn around. You can always react to it. That's the only thing I would say. But overall, I thought it was really good. I'm just getting the YouTube video there, then we'll carry on, okay? YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.